anniversary of the EMC Earth Day Award. Historically, this award has been the Council's way to encourage continued environmental stewardship by recognizing individuals and groups and others for their outstanding achievements in preserving or improving the Livingston County environment or educating others about the county's environment. Each year we look forward to what has become an annual tradition, and we certainly appreciate the board's continued support. With that, I'd like to turn the podium over to Alex.
Mr. Chairman, members of the board, good afternoon. And to our audience, welcome. To highlight the Environmental Management Council and the work that we've done actually for the past 40 years, since 1979, the Board of Supervisors has supported, since its creation, the Environmental Management Council here in Livingston County. Our charge is to work cooperatively with the Board of Supervisors and local municipalities and citizens of the county on the protection, preservation, development, and the use of the county's natural resources. It's not an easy task. The council currently consists of 14 volunteers representing 3 broad constituencies here in the county: agricultural, general citizens, and industry and commerce. Today, actually, we have a couple of our EMC members with us as a part of this award recognition. And if you would, please stand. Ms. Carolyn Tinney and Ms. Wendy Stevenson. And I think no one else snuck in the back, so I would just be the third one here on behalf of the EMC. So again, these are some of your volunteers who help manage the environmental resources here in Livingston County. Thank you. The EMC recognizes the 49th anniversary of Earth Day. This is a global event that's celebrated annually on April 22nd and aimed at inspiring awareness and protection and appreciation for our Earth's environment. On our first Earth Day in 1970, we had an estimated 22 million Americans who celebrated clean air, land, and water. But today, more than 1 billion people worldwide participate in Earth Day activities, making this one of the largest civic observances in the world. In support of Earth Day, the EMC has established this Earth Day Award intended to recognize not just businesses and agencies and organizations, but also individuals for outstanding achievements in preserving or improving our county environment and educating others about our county's environment. So as we celebrate this 21st anniversary of the EMC Earth Day Award, I'd just like to tell you we had some pretty steep nominations in this year's applicants. And it was no small decision to select from them, but their efforts have created a tremendous amount of positive results for our environment. Catherine Humphrey, Jerry and Shedrick, and the late William Humphrey, who were owners of the All-Western Evergreen Nursery and Christmas Tree Farm. We also had Mr. Gene Bolster from the Canisius Lake Association, who is also the vice president there, and Mr. Brian Sheldon, our earth science and environmental teacher at Livonia Central School. So the 2018 annual Earth Day Award recipients, and I'd like to invite Mrs. Humphrey to the podium along with all of her friends and nominators and guests here today. As we recognize Ms. Humphrey, her daughter who is unable to be here, Jerry Ann, and the late Mr. William Humphrey. They are the owners of the All-Western Evergreen Nursery and Christmas Tree Farm. I'd just like to tell you just a few of the highlights of the nomination of this wonderful business. They have successfully operated this tree farming in Springwater for over 50 years, featuring state-of-the-art culturing, integrated pest management, conservation, land management strategies. With 3 generations having worked the farm, this is definitely a family operation that will have a positive and lasting presence in the county for years to come. They've used integrated pest management strategies for 30 years, which not only improves the problem with pests, minimizes the risk to people and the environment, but also lowers our dependency on chemicals through their use of mechanical weed control methods. The implementation of their conservation research program to prevent erosion and promote best practices in forestry and crop management. They've had lifelong involvement in their industry and the organizations that have both learned from and educated others. And then they've shared these best practices with fellow farmers, growers, landscapers, and arborists by holding these hands-on seminars and tours, taking part in local, regional, state, national, and international associations, conventions, and research projects to enhance and share the knowledge of the industry. They've provided jobs and training for our youth, and they've hosted school and public education tours, hikes, and workshops. They have had tremendous dedication to their community and our county as stewards of this vital natural resource. As a member of the Springwater Comprehensive Planning Committee, Catherine has also assisted in the development of the town's first comprehensive plan, and she is very active and vital on the Springwater Trail. So today, we recognize Catherine Humphrey. Her daughter, Jerry Ann, who again is unable to be here, she did submit, share with us a letter. I'd like to just take a moment and read that. And all of her guests here today for what they've demonstrated is, again, that long-term commitment to environmentally responsible tree farming, these best practices, and protecting the health, land, and stewardship of our county and our natural resource environment. We certainly appreciate their involvement in our professional and local communities, and we want to thank them for their efforts. And Catherine, I'll read your mother's notes here. She says, to Mr. Chairman and members of the county, I regret that I'm unable to accompany my mom, Ms. Humphrey, to receive this prestigious award due to a family schedule. The distance involved from home is about 3 hours, and she said by no means does this take away from the significance and importance of what we try to do to improve our county. It is her father who began it all and worked so hard from the beginning, making out the contour strips and creating the conservation plan, to the experimental planning of the exotic conifer species that they specialize in today. And then she says, my mom is the real key in obtaining this award, for it is her outgoing personality, incredible marketing skills, and long-term vision of sharing our world with the community that has made such a difference these past few years. They set a very good example. And she would like to extend her appreciation to the committee members for choosing the All-Western Evergreen Nursery and Christmas Tree Farm for this award, and especially to Ms. Wendy Stevenson, Mark Hopkins, and Carolyn Tinney for their nomination and strong, persuasive powers. And so, with that, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to present the award, sir. We have 2 awards, of course, Catherine. We are sorry to see her not here today, but
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. I want you to know that I've known this gentleman for many years.
Is that good or bad? I do too. No, thanks for all that you do and the great work that you've done.
and I thank all of you. You know, as a Cornell Cooperative Extension agent, I had the opportunity to address the board since 1969, from 69 to 91. Well, actually till 1990, because 91 I retired in August, so I didn't have the chance to do that last report. But I do want you to know that I appreciate the opportunity. I thank everyone that worked so hard on this. I want you to know you're all invited to the Cornell Cooperative Extension office anytime, but the same to my farm. I give tours, and I'd love to give each one of you a tour to my farm. I know Mr. Wadsworth can tell you everything about it. Him and his wife were wonderful tour once, and they've been coming ever since. So that's the reason I do it, you see. But I have to tell you, Christmas trees, or trees, period, help the environment. And they give off oxygen. As you know, they take in carbon dioxide and give off oxygen. And at one time, my husband grew 33,000 seedlings, and we sold them. And I said, never again, Bill. But I'll tell you, we're still doing it. We still have seedlings for sale each spring. And I'm hoping if you're ever interested in planting a tree, Arbor Day is this Friday, and it's day after tomorrow. I still have trees. So if you want to plant a tree for the environment, you're welcome to get one from our farm. It's $3 plus.